Hello, my name is Claire White and I work on the Microsoft Education team here in Australia. I hope you're enjoying EduTech so far, and I'd like to welcome you to our Windows Device Partner Showcase. In this session, we'll be hearing from Michael Matusek, Commercial Product Lead from Lenovo, as he shares with us their hero devices for education, how these devices can support hybrid, blended and personalised learning, and how they make it easier for IT departments to manage and deploy those devices. Please enjoy this session.
Good day, my name is Michael Matusek. I'm the Commercial Product Lead for Lenovo ANZ. We have launched a vast amount of products this year into the education sector. We in fact have refreshed most of our models this year. If you would ask me what my hero model is, I would probably say it's the L13 Yoga Gen 2. It's probably the perfect balance between weight, size, and features, and we actually recently also launched an AMD model. So we have now an Intel-based processor model and also an AMD-based model. The L13 Yoga is a 2-in-1 convertible, what makes it very versatile, especially for students, because you can use it in 4 modes. You can use it in a stand mode, in a tablet mode, clam, or presentation mode. And that has many benefits for the students, because depending on the situation where they work, if they work from home or if they work in school, they can adjust the product to their needs. So that really helps in many situations. But also the product comes with a garaged pen. The garaged pen is a real benefit because it allows the students not to really lose it. Many students actually lose the digital pens because they're not garaged. So Lenovo pioneered actually the garaged pen years back. But the other benefit is, because it's a digital pen, it allows students to write down notes, sketch, draw, and again, use the pen in many situations on this product. It's a 13.3 in Full HD touch product. So again, touch being very, very important for education. With the introduction really of Windows 10, we have seen a huge uplift on touch-enabled products. And with the L13 Yoga Gen 2, you have a touch screen where students can, again, use their creativity, use it with a pen or use it with their fingers, 10 touch Full HD panel. Another important aspect on this product, why I like it, is actually the world-facing camera. Again, world-facing camera is something that has really seen success over the last few years. More and more students are using it. It's a very easy feature to use, especially when they're in class. It makes it very easy just to flip it around and take a picture of the board or any creative collaborative work that the students done. The students take the notebook home and can review what has been taught in class on the day. So a very, very important features for us. The other thing for the L13 is really around the battery life. It has all-day battery life, but more importantly, it has fast charge. Again, if you run out of battery, you can charge your notebook up to 80% within 1 hour. So very important, especially for students that haven't charged their notebook the night before. You can very quickly charge the notebook. Why else? I would say weight, features, and size is not everything on a notebook. What is equally or even more important is really reliability and security. And that's also where the L13 Gen 2 accelerates. We have put this product really through a rigorous testing. We call it the mil-spec testing. It's a military grade testing that the product goes through. It's tested across 27 different segments. For example, it's been put through freezing temperatures, through really hot temperatures. It has been blasted with sand. It's tested against humidity. So it's tested against a lot of different factors that a student is potentially also exposed in school. If it's, for example, after school, if the student goes to play soccer, throws the bag with a laptop into the grass and it's probably a bit wet, it's humid, it could affect the notebook. So the L13 is tested in and out with the mil-spec testing. On top, it has really rich security features built in. For example, we have the fingerprint reader, but we also have the infrared camera for Halo login. So biometric login is very important, especially for students nowadays, and with a fingerprint reader and also the infrared camera. We have here 2 security mechanisms that the students can use. Another one being the camera shutter. Again, if the students work from home, you can easily close the camera with a shutter so nobody can actually access the camera. And if you need the camera to collaborate or to use collaboration tools like Teams, you can easily open the shutter and use it. So I think with all these features that I explained, and also the security and the reliability on the product, it probably makes it my hero product in our education range for this year. Pre-COVID, hybrid learning was more for the higher education. Students either came into the classroom or logged on digitally from their notebooks from home into the classroom. Nowadays, schools have become a setting for hybrid education across K to 12. With a mix of on-site and distance learning, teachers, students, and parents now depend on innovative solutions to ensure their connection extend beyond the classrooms. And I think that's where we have now products that we offer within Lenovo that help to support this hybrid learning. An important part for our education range is thin and light. So we want to ensure that all our products are built so that students can carry them to school and carry them back without having really heavy notebooks in their bags. So that's very important. And we offer all types of notebooks from 11-inch to 14-inch within the education space. And all of these notebooks are well below 2 kilograms so that we ensure that the kids can actually carry them from school and don't have a heavy burden in their backpacks. But what we also have seen over the last few years is the growth of collaboration tools such as Teams. And with Teams and these collaboration tools, what becomes very important is microphones and cameras. And that's mainly because if students are at home and logging on into their classrooms, they need to have a perfect sound quality, but also they need to have a pretty good camera to be seen and also on the screen to see what the teacher is showing. For these purposes, most of our products have a HD camera, and some of our products even have noise cancelling microphones. And that is again to allow to adjust to the environment, because if students work from home, and especially in COVID times, where not only the student is at home, but mostly the whole family, plus potentially even pets, and is a lot of noise around, noise cancelling microphones make a big difference to the students. And that's why all our products have crystal clear HD cameras, and as I said, selected products even have noise cancelling microphones. I think I've mentioned it before, but most of, or 50% of our range actually is in the 2-in-1 or the convertible range, meaning we have an offering on notebooks that have 4 different modes. And again, where the students can adjust to the situation. If the student is at home and writes an essay, for example, he can fold the product into a clamshell mode, so a normal mode, a normal clamshell mode. But if the student is in class, for example, and they're doing a collaborative work, he can put the product into the tent mode and present to the students around him his work, for example. So it's the best possible solution for him. And then again, in the presentation mode at home, for example, if the parents support the students to learn, he can put into the presentation mode and show anybody around him what he has done in terms of the work, and it can easily be reviewed. These are features that we are putting into, or that we are making sure that we are supporting the hybrid learning. Other features, very important, is the digital pen. So I mentioned it also before. Pretty much all of our pens are garaged when it comes to the convertibles. Very important. Again, you're not losing the pen. So if you're going from home to school or from school home, the pen is always garaged in the product. And again, the pen, very important for the students, especially for collaborative work. It supports the writing of the students, sketching or drawing in the classroom, but also at home. So it's very easy because the material is straight translated from the screen into the PC, saved, for example, in OneNote, and every time accessible wherever the student is. If he's from home or if he's in class, he doesn't have to actually get his notepad out and see where he made the notes. Everything is digitally saved on the PC. Also, pretty much all of our products come with a multi-touch screen. Again, it supports the students very much in class, but also at home. And as I mentioned before, with the modes, you can pop it into a tablet mode where the students can browse on the internet or can, for example, research things very easily. And again, he can use either his finger to use the touchscreen as a 10-point touch, or he can use the pen that came with it. So again, very much supportive in the hybrid work environment. And then also connectivity. If you're at home or if you're in school, you need a very good Wi-Fi signal. So pretty much all our products are Wi-Fi 6 enabled, what gives you a 2.4 or 5 gigahertz signal. So if you're at school or if you're at home, we make sure that you're always connected with a Lenovo notebook. And some selected products also will have 4G or LTE that then will support also to work from anywhere you are. So even if you're, for example, in a library, there is no Wi-Fi, you still can work and connect the internet with a 4G signal. And then also all-day battery life. So again, very important, because if you go, for example, to school, you need to ensure that the product will last 4, 5, 6 hours, and you don't want to charge it every time. So we're making sure that all of our products have at least 8-9 hours battery life, so the students get through the day and don't come home or come to the school and the PC turns off. So again, we're making sure that all this supports the hybrid learning, and we have seen a very good success rate with our new products that actually support the hybrid learning. Oh, look, it's a good question. I mean, what we have found out is by implementing technology into classrooms to create personal learning, it increases students' achievements and improves test results by around 30%. And that's why it's important to have the technology aspect supporting personal learning. Technology can be used for a variety of tasks supporting personal learning in classrooms, but also remote from home, for example. Now, a few examples I can give where Lenovo products can support personal learning would be, for examples, with Lenovo PCs, students can engage in new forms of media, including videos, audio clips, or interactive games or tasks. And multi-touch that most of our products provide plays an important part here because multi-touch provides the interaction to principally support all these applications or tasks, and it creates sort of an interaction between the students and the technology and allows the students to easily work around this. Another aspect would be, for example, students can create tasks beyond the traditional essay, posters, or reports. For example, students can create and edit text, deliver a multimedia presentation, or a comic created by an animated software to convey their understanding of the task. And to have a digital pen, what most of our products have, is again a very important aspect here, because the digital pen is a high sensitive rate, meaning you can write very precisely onto the screen if you draw, if you sketch, or if you do any of the other tasks like writing. And with the precision of the pen, it allows the students again to interact with these applications and achieve a very good outcome on this one. Another one is, for example, personalized learning requires collaboration and communication, and new collaboration tools such as Teams, for example, that pretty much all of our products have preloaded on the system. It becomes important that the students have, for example, very good microphones and speakers. And that's purely because when the teacher or even the student needs to communicate between each other, there needs to be guaranteed that there is a clear microphone, but also there is a clear webcam in terms of the resolution. So with the Lenovo products, for example, we ensure that all our cameras are high definition, so crystal clear pictures, but also clear video on this one as well. And then also the school encourages actually students to gather information online. Now that means to find and analyze resources and material to support their project or their tasks. If you're online, it requires connectivity. You need to be connected to the internet, or you need to be connected via 4G. So again, with the Lenovo products, we ensure that you have a crystal clear Wi-Fi, stable connectivity from wherever you are. I mean, we provide Wi-Fi 6, meaning you have a 2.45 gigahertz connectivity if you're in school, or also if you're working from home. So you never lose connectivity for these type of tasks. And then surely also our products, the Lenovo products, most of them, especially those that are 2-in-1, have the ability to be placed into 4 different modes, meaning you can do it in the tablet mode for touch-enabled browsing or research. You can do it in the tablet mode for assessment or assignments, the tent mode for hands-free small group collaborations, or also for in the stand mode for presentations or discussions between each other. So that's just some examples how Lenovo products can support personalized learning. And look, we have worked with a lot of IT, specifically school IT departments in the past, and we realized that there's a lot of work done to deploy actually products. And it's really from evaluating, sourcing, procuring, configuring, distributing, support, and EOL of the product. So we sat together and we said, how can we support these IT departments in deploying products and make it a bit easier for them? And Lenovo was actually one of the first PC vendors to launch Autopilot into the market. And thanks to Autopilot, products can now be deployed without IT even touching them. And it's really done in 3 easy steps. The first one being Lenovo will upload the device IDs. The second one is the school IT will configure the Autopilot profiles and app settings. And in the third step, devices automatically join the school directory, enroll in Tunes, and receive apps and settings. And you're pretty much good to go. So it's a huge benefit for IT departments to deploy products this way. It makes it much easier, what we realized. And we offer it as part of our service. Beside Autopilot, Lenovo also offers a vast variety of white glove services to support product deployments. So if anybody else has a questions, I'm happy to get any emails, phone calls, and answer any questions that you have.
Well, thank you so much for joining us for this Windows Device Partner Showcase. I hope you enjoyed hearing from our device partners and found this useful for your school. Make sure you visit our virtual booth for more info or to connect with us. And please enjoy the rest of EduTech. Bye!